Shema Israel. Hope you enjoy this next study. My name's Dee. This is my wife, Millie.
So if you like what you see, subscribe and hit the notification bell. And if you wish to reach out to us, you can email us at devotedtoyah@gmail.com.
John chapter 14 proves why you're wrong, why he is talking about himself. John chapter 14, verse 15. If you love me, keep my commandments, and I will pray the Father, and he will give you another helper that he may abide with you forever. Sounds like he's talking about somebody else, right? The Spirit of truth, whom the world cannot receive because it neither sees him nor knows him, but you know him, for he dwells with you and will be in you. It sounds like he's talking about some distant person far away, but then he brings it close and says this person is actually very near to you. I believe he was speaking of himself, the one who was literally right in front of them. You don't believe me? Stay tuned. There's more to come. It says, whom the world cannot receive because it neither sees him nor knows him, but you know him, for he dwells with you. The disciples were dwelling with Yahusha. They were following him wherever he went, and will be in you. You'll see how this fits later. Verse 18, I will not leave you as orphans. I will come to you. The one that's coming to them is himself. He's the one that's coming. You don't believe it? We'll keep reading some more. Verse 19, a little while longer and the world will see me no more, but you will see me. Because I live, you will live also. At that day, you will know that I am in my Father, and you in me, and I in you. He who has my commandments and keeps them, it is he who loves me. And he who loves me will be loved by my Father, and I will love him and manifest myself to him. I mean, I know it's a play on words. It's a big play on words, but he is manifesting himself and the Father and the Son all at the same time, and the Spirit to his disciples. That's what he's saying, that you're going to see all of it. It's going to make sense. Verse 22, Judas, not Iscariot, said to him, Lord, how is it that you will manifest yourself to us? Even they understood that that's what he was saying. I'm going to manifest somebody else to you. I'm going to bring someone else to you. And then he ends up saying, I'm the one that's going to come to you. And they're saying, how are you going to manifest yourself to us and not to the world? Yahusha answered and said to him, if anyone loves me, he will keep my word, and my Father will love him, and he will come to him. And we, very important, I'm sorry I skipped over that. I was way, and we will come to him. That is so important. This is where heaven and earth takes us. Learning about the topic of heavens and earth takes us to learning about the oneness of Yahusha and Yahuwah. Why? Because of that passage I was reading in Jeremiah where Yahuwah said, I am the fountain of living waters right here. Be astonished, O heavens, at this, and be horribly afraid. For my people have committed two evils. They have forsaken me, the fountain of living waters. The heavens and the earth are witnesses that Yahuwah, the creator of the universe, is the fountain of living waters. And then Yahusha says, I will give you fountain of living waters. If you believe in me, as the scripture says, out of your heart will flow rivers of living water. And then he said this regarding the Spirit. He was talking about the Spirit of Yahuwah. And later on, we see here that he's talking about giving the Spirit to his disciples. So the Spirit he's going to be coming down into his disciples is the fountain of living waters, right? And we, finally, it summarizes that we will come to him and make our home in him. The fountains of living waters will come and make their home in us. He who does not love me does not keep my words, and the word which you hear is not mine, but the Father's who sent me. You cannot speak like this and not be the God of the universe. It is blasphemous. You can't just be a king of Israel. You can't just be a messianic king and speak in this manner. Romans 8, verse 9. But you are not in the flesh, but in the spirit, if indeed the Spirit of God dwells in you. Now, if anyone does not have the Spirit of the Messiah, he is none of his. You don't belong to God if you don't have the Spirit of the Messiah. And the Spirit of the Messiah is the same Spirit of the Father, and it is the Spirit. It's the same person. It's the same singular person that should be dwelling inside of you. The law is still in effect until heaven and earth pass away. We're learning about the heavens and the earth and what is the significance. Why is Isaiah calling to the heavens and the earth? Matthew chapter 5, verse 18, for surely I say to you, till heaven and earth pass away, one jot or one tittle will by no means pass from the law till all is fulfilled. So until we get a new heaven and a new earth, a new sun, new moon, new stars, new ground, new everything, it has to be different. Until that changes, there is no changing of the law. It will not pass. And Christians say Jesus came to bring everything to pass. When he died on the cross and resurrected, he brought everything to pass. He fulfilled it. He accomplished it. He brought it to its ultimate end. He brought it to its ultimate destruction. I mean, some will slip up and say that sometimes. And even though he said, I did not come to destroy, they'll slip every once in a while. Luke 16, verse 17, and it is easier for heaven and earth to pass away than for one tittle, one tiny pen stroke of the written law to fail. I mean, I hope this is really encouraging you today to love God's law. It's beautiful. 2 Peter chapter 3, verse 10. But the day of Yahuwah will come as a thief in the night, in which the heavens will pass. Even Peter understands heaven and earth didn't pass away yet. So in case you guys ever hear a Christian saying, yes, spiritually speaking or metaphorically speaking, heavens and earth did pass away. I heard one Christian say when Jesus died on the cross, it got dark in the sky. And so that was heaven and earth changing. There was a different heavens and earth because it was dark while it was still daytime, but it got dark. God created a supernatural occurrence there. There was a change in the atmosphere. I mean, some people go really far to try to do away with the law. And that is absolutely bogus because even Peter says, in the future, right, in which the heavens will pass away. He says the heavens, he didn't say the heavens did pass away, will pass away with a great noise, and the elements will melt with fervent heat. Both the earth and the works that are in it will be burnt up. Revelation chapter 21, all things are made new. Now I saw a new heaven and a new earth, for the first heaven and first earth had passed away. Also, there was no more sea. We have not seen this happen yet. So if this has not happened yet, then Matthew 5:18 stands as true. And the law is not done away with. And if you claim to be a follower of the Messiah, who is a law-abiding citizen, not just a law-abiding citizen, he's a law-abiding king who is coming back to rescue his people Israel and the rest of the body, you should be pursuing and trying to keep the law and obey the law, fulfill the law, observe the law. I mean, say it in any way you want, but you should be pursuing to try to obey.